Fine aggregate. Introduction. The fine aggregate are basically natural sand particles from the land through the mining process. The fine aggregate consists of natural sand or any crushed stone particles. Aggregate less than 4.75 mm in size are called fine aggregate. Sand falls under the fine aggregate and crushed stone or metal under the coarse aggregate. Qualities of fine aggregate. The fine aggregate should be clean. It should be free from lumps, organic material. It should be strong and durable. It should not react with cement after mixing. Also, it should have tough floor. It should not absorb greater than 5% of water. These type of aggregate should not be soft and porous. Types of fine aggregates. Fine aggregates coarse sandy 4.75 mm say 2.5 mm. Medium sand, fine sand, slits and clay. These are the fine aggregate and their sizes. Properties of fine aggregate. Size of fine aggregate. The largest size that falls under the limit of exact set is 4.75 mm. Using the largest size will give more dense concrete, but a mixture of all sizes is more desirable and more economical. Strength. The strength of the aggregate cannot ensure the strength of the concrete. The strength of coarse aggregate are more important. Shape of fine aggregate. Irregularly nodular shaped sand is preferable to completely round grained sand. The shape of the aggregate plays a more important role in the coarse aggregate than in the fine aggregate. Shapes of fine aggregate. The irregularly nodular shaped sand is preferable to completely round grained sand. The shape of the aggregate plays a more important role in the coarse aggregate than in the fine aggregate. Surface texture of fine aggregate. Generally, round surface aggregates are better for smooth aggregates. This property is also related to coarse aggregate. Water absorption. Water absorption typically for sand water absorption is negligible. It is desirable that water absorption should be kept in minimum. Soundness. It refers to the expansion and contraction of aggregate when subjected to temperature changes. A good sound aggregate is one that exhibits minimal expansion or contraction under changing temperatures. Surface moisture. Many aggregates have a tendency to attract moisture that is adsorbed around each particle and gives rise to the bulking phenomena. Specific surface of fine aggregate. The surface area of unit weight of the material is called specific surface. Bulking. Bulging is a phenomenon that causes the aggregate to swell by absorbing moisture from the humid air. The concrete mix design may be inaccurate and enough additional sand is always added to compensate for the swelling. When this bulk sand will return to normal state. Impurities in fine aggregate. There are two types of impurities in sand. The organic impurities. If sand is extracted from the riverbed, it may contain decayed vegetation, humus, organic soil, decayed animal matter, etc. The organic material interface with the cement setting and ultimately affect the strength of concrete. Inorganic impurities. Sand obtained from mines contain inorganic impurities. These are mainly slate and clay. Among them, clay is the most undesirable Clay and slit can be easily removed by washing and sand several times before using it in concrete.